We're going to. What's good, Chandra?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody out there in Facebook and YouTube land. This is a pop-up live from myself and the beautiful, wonderful, amazing Chandra Gore from Chandra Gore Consulting. And welcome to Sunday Morning Serial. I'm trying to make sure that I shared it correctly on my page because I'm not seeing it yet. Let's see.
It's shared on 7 Black Minutes.
Oh
So
yeah, I see that. Let me go back here just to make sure that we are reaching the masses. Right pose.
Lord have mercy.
It's cold outside, honey.
It is.
Now, I don't know if it was the pandemic or just being like in quarantine, but I just feel like it got cold too fast.
Thank you.
Like
It wasn't no crisp fall weather. It's just straight to winter, like snow. It's about to come. It just skipped. We didn't have fall. We didn't none of that.
and fall is my favorite season. Autumn. Like you can wear your little sweaters. I love a little fall sweater and a little jacket.
The pneumonia weather did not happen this year.
No, not at all. Which may have been a good thing. Like
Um, well, I don't go outside, but when I do go outside, I'm like it's a little bit too nippy. I don't understand it.
I just hate to be cold. And I'm such a public transportation person, but when it's cold, I just
Mm-mm.
be like, where's Uber? Uber, where are you? Where are you,
See,
Uber?
listen, I
How was
didn't.
your Thanksgiving?
It was great. I cooked. They ate. I went to sleep. It
What'd
was
you cook?
wonderful. I made greens. I'm about to sound like Shirley Caesar in a
What kind of
minute.
greens?
I
Collard?
made collards, cabbage, and sauteed green beans, stuffing, mac and cheese. I had to make 2 pans because these children, and we had a ham, 2 hams. I don't know if y'all people who don't eat pork. I'm sorry.
Honey,
And
Kevin's
then
daughter cooked the ham. It was spectacular. Shout out to
listen,
Lauren. Woo!
because I had to buy 2 hams this year to make 1 ham because I don't know what's going on with groceries, but it was a problem this year. I don't know
Girl, I
what.
went to the grocery store. It was bananas. There was
Mm,
no more. I had to make, and oh my God, I just feel so crazy even saying this out loud, but I had to do what had to be done. I couldn't find no turkey to put in my darn dressing.
oh,
I had to use chicken.
see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Like it took me so long to find smoked turkey wings.
They didn't
It,
have nothing. No smoked turkey. They didn't have smoked turkey backs. They didn't
mm-mm.
have no legs, no thighs, no wings, no nothing, nada.
Oh no, man.
And I wasn't about to bake no whole turkey. I'm not even into turkey like that. I wasn't about to bake
Mm-mm.
no whole turkey just to put it in my dressing. So I just used chicken and used a whole lot of sage.
That's how look. Better make it work. Seasonings do change things. Seasonings
Oh,
will change
just
things.
like turkey.
Yeah,
But
because
it
there's
was very Shirley Caesar. I got
yeah.
beans, greens, tomatoes,
Oh,
yams.
I did make yams. I did make yams too.
Lauren made some great yams. I only cooked, oh my God, Chandra. This is so funny too. Now, we are a very modern family around here. So I know
Hmm.
Kevin's ex, he's the father of Kevin's daughter. And so, we hang out sometimes. He comes to my shows. Um, and we're just, cool like that. But he came over to the house to where we had Thanksgiving. And girl, I had made the potato salad, right? I made the potato salad, the deviled eggs, the dressing. I made a collard, cabbage, and kale mix. Um,
Oh,
oh yes, girl, it is sickening. Oh my God, it's so delicious. It is so delicious. Try it. I
I
always,
am.
because Kevin is vegan, I often mix greens like kale and mustards or mustards and turnips.
Yeah, bustards and turnips always been to go together.
Hit, hit, it's hitting. But Chandra,
What you
my
do?
potato salad was not right.
What was missing? Ain't nothing but a few ingredients in potato salad.
It was not. I didn't put enough salt in it. See, me and Kevin, we just have what Kevin. We can't have a lot of salt,
I don't cook with salt no way.
and I did not. I don't know for some. I felt like because I was tasting everything, it
Hmm.
felt good enough for me at the time that I was
Okay.
making it. But when I while I was there, I put some on my plate and I was eating. And I was like,
Cause you gotta put the salt in the water instead of after the fact. After when you boiling the potatoes and the eggs at the same time. Oh Lord.
this potato salad was so bland. Like, and all I could think about was Kevin's ex going to tell people, yeah, his new partner can't make no darn potato salad.
Cause that's
That's all I could think of, and they're not even that type of person. But when
but
I tasted it, I was like, oh my God, this is trash. But you can't say like, what can you do? I was just like,
oh wait, my cousin will never let me live down the one Thanksgiving I forgot to put milk in the mac and cheese.
wait a minute. How does wait a minute? How does that what was it? Did it make the wop sound? Did it make the
It ain't do none of that. It was crispy. It just was
crispy
it was
macaroni and cheese?
the worst. And you know what? And this is what I'm saying. It was right after I think I had just gotten separated, and my mind was somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So you gonna miss a couple things. And I was like, my son who's about to be 15, he was like one at the time. And that's how long ago it is. And she will never let me forget it. She was never let me live it down. She was like, don't forget that milk. I know. I made one mistake. One mistake years ago, and she would never let me live it down.
Hey, it just depends on how did everybody eat it? Like, did people even eat
They
it?
choked it down.
That's what I did to that potato salad. But shout out to legendary Alexis. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you out of the RVA. Alexis in the building. Shout out to Kevin, my baby,
Good
who's
morning,
like
Kevin.
talking about I made Karen potato salad. The raisins were too much. I wish it did have some. Maybe if it would have had some raisins in it, it would have had some flavor. That would have like
Mm.
not bad potato salad. Who was that? Patrice.
Oh,
That's got to be either Patrice or Kevin saying not bad potato salad. Yes, like my card. I felt like my black card was in jeopardy.
it's a little bit shaky there, but
It
it's
was a little bit like I feel like I got it back though, because once I got home, I doctored it up, and it's slamming now. I wish I could really go back in time. Should have doctored it up at the place. Oh
oh
my god!
Lord. So
Yo,
it happens to the best of us. I will say this, like, because I don't use any recipes or whatever. I just wait for my, like everybody get that special whisper. So it's like it's kind of it's a hit or miss sometimes. You gotta sometimes the ancestors be sleep. I don't know.
sometimes they do be sleep. Shout out to Tracy. Tracy Turnipseed is watching. Tracy, I love you and miss you. So we are some past due. Her son is in the Nutcracker,
Oh,
and we're going. Yeah, we're going. I think on the 4th or the 5th, one of those dates.
that,
Um,
that sounds like a good. I haven't been to a nice musical. I ain't been
yeah.
nowhere. I'm talking, I ain't really been nowhere for real. Like I've gone to Texas and stayed in like I've literally been at a family house. Like I have not gone out and explored the world like everybody. Like Atlanta been open. They ain't never closed. When I went down to Atlanta, I was like,
No,
wait, y'all just doing too much. So I had to stay to myself, and it was just like, y'all, these people out here in the world don't care. I'm good.
we definitely
Mm-mm.
went to a. I think me, Patrice, and Kevin when I was inducted into the Ballroom Hall of Fame, and it was during the pandemic, and we sure went on right on down there to Atlanta. Hey, we had on masks, face shields.
I
It was
was
giving very RoboCop
I
peace.
actually was in Atlanta for a good 30, not even 36 hours. I flew in, did what I had to do at the black media honors and flew out because they was just doing too much. I'm like, y'all, coronavirus ain't come here at all.
They did not believe in it at all.
They said if we don't believe it, it didn't happen. So okay, y'all good. Not gonna have me out here.
But even
Um,
before like this current status that we're in, we went to I think me and Patrice went to Cleveland, and they weren't really like like people were looking at us with masks on. Like we had our masks, they were looking at us like,
what are y'all doing? What y'all got?
is this something new that we need to know about? What y'all got? No, it's the same.
People
Kevin
don't
talking about Atlanta was immune.
well, they act like it. Swag surfing and they're doing all kind of things.
But I feel like Georgia got enough racism to offset the COVID-19.
I
So
think so. You know what? You absolutely right. You got it right because the
if
devil
your
down there.
state, yes, if your state is like heavily racist, yeah, you probably have it's called
Yeah,
a racist vaccine. You
there
probably
you
got a
go.
racist vaccine.
I mean, I know down here they never mind. We all know where I'm at. There's a big old flag that greets you. Like you know what it is.
Chandra,
What's up?
now we've known each other for years. I love you so much. We've helped out each other. You are one of my biggest supporters. Um, but you are like, first of all, I feel like have you ever seen have you ever seen in Living Color
Hmm.
the sketch where they do Hey Man with the Headleys? Hey Man with the Headleys.
I got it. Yes, I got all them jobs.
Chandra, he's giving 16 job
Man,
man. 16 job. You got 16 job.
I'm sorry. That you know what? I do have it on DVD. I love it. Like that's been my shows for years.
Shout out to Keenan Ivory Wayans for the legendary, iconic. Um,
Man.
Let me tell you, it's so funny. I think back to like the character, um, those gay characters, and what was it something Merriweather, Antoine, Blaine and Antoine.
I love Blade. Like
And I just remember it because we couldn't like watch a lot of stuff, but we sometimes our daddy did let us watch in living color. And I remember when that part would come on and my daddy he would never say that people were gay. He would say, and he would never really talk about it in like a derogatory manner, but he would call them ACDCs. So, and it's like the electrical, this is old school. People think you can't be just one way. You got to switch hitter,
yes.
electrical current, AC, DC, you're going back and forth. And he used to be like, And even if we were out in public, he used to be like, "Them boys are super duper ACDC." And that was,
No.
yes. And I used to just be thinking to myself, "Child, just wait, just wait a few more years.
At
You're gonna
least
have your own personal ACDC."
what's so funny is that I'm from the South too. They tell me you funny.
Oh yes.
And I used to like, is they like I was trying to find out what they talk about is fun. Yes, that. So I'm like funny. I was trying to figure out who was laughing, and then it didn't dawn. It dawned on me finally.
I that is so like what does that even mean? Wavy? Like I heard they people
Yes,
really used to do that.
yes.
People really used to do that. That is so crazy.
I think at my first job, I was working at a newspaper, and there was a guy there who had a roommate, and he would come to bring his lunch and stuff, right? And the older lady, there was an old lady with a hump. I'm so serious.
Okay, humpback,
Yes,
cricket letter.
and she worked there with her two sons, but she was like, you know, they. I'm like, girl, man. I'm like, that's that man roommate.
Or punks. They used to call, and or they got sugar in their tank, they got sugar in their blood. I did this TikTok one time where somebody called to say I got sugar in my blood, and I was like, but it's brown sugar though. It's different than white processed sugar.
Mm-mm.
But
Oh,
yeah, the
these
times
folks
have
are funny.
changed. The times have definitely changed. People can't get away with some of the stuff they used to say back in the day. Like it was
Oh,
cringy. It's cringy.
man, I God rest my dad. So he said something. I had to look at him like, Daddy, you can't say that no more.
It is Kevin is stupid. That they definitely used to be like, no, that's his roommate.
Listen, yeah, that right there. Or the one auntie that got the same roommate. They've been roommates since you was a
Honey.
child.
Oh, Butch Auntie.
Yes, with a pretty girlfriend that come by and fix up plate. I'm like,
Let me fix my baby plate. But he can fix his own plate.
they be ready to fight. But you know what? When it's time to go to bingo, they call them to take them to bingo, though.
Child. R13.
You know what? Gosh, this is bringing back too many memories.
I know it's crazy. Chandra, you have 62 jobs
Yeah.
um
Hmm.
as a consultant. Um like so I mean people look at it and say, okay, Chandra Gore Consulting.
Hmm.
Who or what do you consult?
I actually, if you come to me with a business idea or you have a business and it's not going where it needs to go for you, or it's not at the level that you want it to be. So I take it. Sometimes I take businesses all the way back down the platform, and we get to the bottom of why you started and then where you want to be. And so I have a that's so Raven moment when I'm working with someone, and I
Be
can
like,
yeah, I can see the trajectory of someone's business. And it's so weird because I could sit and I can tell them this is what you need to do for the next 3, 5, and 7 years. In the first year it's gonna be, you have to focus, because a lot of people feel like, oh, I have a business. That's all it, tell everybody I got a business. But what are you doing in your business? Like, how is your business gonna grow? Where do you want to be? Because if you don't know the end, you can't really start from the beginning. You can't start the beginning. So that's where I come in. And I'm not for everybody, because I don't have no filter and I don't coddle people. Like, I'm not gonna coddle you with a lie to make you feel good. If you're messing up, it's Sunday, so I'm a censor myself.
Sunday morning cereal. Eat
Yes.
the cereal.
So if you are not doing the things that will help your business grow, no matter what, I'm gonna send you my invoice. That's not my problem. I gave you the tools, but you're gonna get this invoice, because it's like,
Oh
if you
yeah.
don't do the work, I gave you the plan. So either you gonna do it or you're not. And you can't blame me for you not doing what's your part, because I
Do you
can't. Yeah. Mhm.
do you feel like people think that once they come to you, the work is done? Like they don't have to put the work in?
Yep. And I keep trying to tell people, even my public relations clients, I tell them all the time, if I secure this placement for you, you have to be grateful for it and promote it as well. It's not my job to post about it and say thank you so much. I'm gonna say thank you to the outlet that featured you, but you have to show that as well. You have to put in that work too to show that you know that you appreciate somebody seeing something greater in you and lifting you up to another platform. So that's where a lot of people kind of get the misconception, or I'm a coach, or that I'm going to do the work for their business to be successful. Listen, you can have kids, like I tell people, they post their kids all the time, right? You can't expect people to raise your children just because they see it. So you can't do that. So it's like it's that kind of mindset, like, oh, I posted my business on Facebook, it should be booming. No, it's not, because you have to raise your child. Like, you have to nurture your child. If you don't feed the child gonna die. Like, there's no way about it. So you have to feed your business, and it's my job to make sure you're feeding your business the things that will make it grow and then make it stronger. Because and some people need to close their business. Like, and I don't have a problem telling somebody you need to close. Your passion is not in it. This is not what you want to do. So either you find something else to do or you close it, because you're gonna keep throwing money down the drain, and that's not okay. And I'm not
That's
gonna
a
sit there and
tough
let nobody
pill
do it.
to swallow.
Well, I use plenty of water. I don't know what to tell you. There you go, like a Popeye's biscuit. Just dip it in some water. I don't know,
I don't
because
know with the new Megan Hottie sauce. I don't know if it's like
Lord,
hands on
my
my knees.
yes, my daughter want them to bottle that because she loves that sauce. So
Really, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna definitely try it just to support Megan because I love her. Um,
yeah.
yo, it's I do people respect your hustle? Do
Okay,
you
you know
feel
what?
do people respect your hustle?
Some people don't, and I don't give two. Some people don't, and I don't like. I have this thing like, I really don't care if they do or they don't. But if you come to me, like, and that's the biggest thing. I can't really. I don't get into caring what people think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come to me and you want to work with me, you must respect me. You know what I'm saying? Because I operated for years without a website, without a Facebook, without anything like that, and I stayed booked. So with that being said, if you respect me enough to come work with me, I'm not gonna look at somebody and say, "Oh, you need to respect my business." No, you see what I do. I ain't like, I'll slide
People
my
will
resume.
try it. People will try it.
And you know what? I will say this: I have never been tried as much. I have been tried in both worlds, comedy world and in other business world, and comedy almost got their hands, but because some people, like, they play in your face and they think that you soft as cotton, and lo and behold, you will cut you. I will fight you. I don't really care. Like, this is one of
And I
them
feel like
things.
some comedians have like an entitlement complex. You know what I'm
Child.
saying? Like it can, when you feel like you're at a certain level, or you feel you kind of, and I don't think that it's innate. I think that it just happens. For some people it may
Hmm.
be innate, but it does as your career grows. I feel like you definitely have to keep your ego in check.
Yes, because some of them
It's about,
delusional.
yeah, it
Hmm.
has to, you have to remain humble. You have to always be learning. You know what I'm saying? You're not the end, the overall.
Yep.
Um, so it definitely comes with being humble, and you know, um, and I feel like through that you will respect someone else's time in business because you
Yep.
want your time in business to be respected.
But see, that's the thing, because some people have this sense of, well, I've been doing it for this long, and you better know who I am. You have done nothing for me to know who you are. So, like, especially when you ask for, like, okay, do you have what's your resume looking like? What's your EPK? Like, what have you, like, what have you done? What's your body of work? And it's that glaze that come over, like, how dare you ask me that? Anybody
Yeah,
else
but
would
you
ask
gotta
you.
be, you got, yeah, and see, you can't even, you have to be ready. You have to be
Always.
ready for that. Like if you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. So when people ask
Exactly.
those types of questions, if you are a bit, see, I'm a business.
Yes. Yep.
I'm a business. So if you know what I'm saying, you have to. I prepare myself for those types of questions, for those type because people don't know who you are.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, and you have to be ready to let them know who you are. And it's kind of like the audacity um, that some people have. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we definitely to remain humble is key. Um,
Yes.
for progression. Now, as far as comedians, we're in this age of social media.
Yep.
Comedy has basically been split into two. We have, our internet social media comedians, and we have our brick and mortar
Yep.
comedians. And um, one seems to skyrocket faster than the other.
And they fall faster. Go ahead.
True, true. So, would you think that the slow roll is most appropriate when it comes to comedy and your career and things of that nature, instead of the quick?
Everybody, and yeah, it's and I will say this: it's like you have to be able to hone your craft to evolve. It has to be able to evolve and to adapt. So that's how some comedians like Marshall Worldfield has been able to sustain all of these years and all of
Shout out
these
to Marsha Warfield.
like
She's
that
on
is
Black Think Tank.
she is the queen, and she like, and I will say this: she has been able to evolve. When I met her a couple years ago, I've always been starstruck of her because I've seen her growth, I've seen her grind because she went from comedy to like she did a whole bit with Richard Pryor with no words. With the one where they're eating at the restaurant.
Yeah, at the restaurant. I saw that.
That is the true. That's humorous. That
It
is a
gave me
someone.
chills. It gave me chills.
Right. And to me, it's like, and she was able to go from stand up to acting to all of these things. And she's constantly like, she grew with as the time went on. So this is what you have to be able to have that solid foundation. And this is one thing, I'm not taking anything away from the social media comedians, but it's hit or miss if you go to their shows. If they don't have the 30 seconds, that they can edit it and get it down, some of them will fall. You will see people walk out their shows, and there's been plenty of them that has a proven fact that they can't sustain the full 30-minute set, 15-minute set, because they don't have the material, or they don't know how to read the room, because they're already, when you're on the internet, you just speaking into you're not
A
seeing
void,
faces. Yeah, it's just a void. So you getting the likes or you're getting the ha-has, but in reality you're not getting the energy from,
the
you're not.
crowd.
Yeah, the crowd is something about being in front of a crowd and interacting that will help you to figure out your voice in comedy, figure out your timing, figure out all of these things that make a great comedian. And some people, it may not, there's so many different genres of comedy. How do you not know, how can you find that if you're only doing, well, now they're doing 60 seconds on Instagram now, so 60 seconds, you get a razzle dazzle in 60 seconds, but how do you how can you justify a 15-minute set when you have never been in front of a crowd to feed off the crowd, or know that this crowd is going to be different from this crowd? Because you like, one of the things I respect about you is no matter what crowd you're in front of, you know how to read them and you know how to speak to them. You get what I'm saying? You can't do that online. Like, so there's a whole different, like, I have comedy down to a science, and that's one of the things. My love for comedy has turned into, it's a passion of mine, and I mean, I've gotten away from it because of the pandemic, and because I didn't want to punch nobody in the face. So, because I would say this, because just because I don't go, like, don't get me wrong, I could, I do a little something, but to me, it's like the business side of it. I want comedians to understand that they're a business, and some of them don't understand that, and it's like my love and my passion for it makes me feel like you're taking it as a joke, because you don't want to die and have your family fighting over your creative material. You don't want to fight over why would you leave your family fighting over your legacy? And so
Oh,
that's where it's like my passion for it kind of like, let me stop before I cuss somebody out, because you don't understand the actual power, the actual generational wealth that you're putting out every
it's
week.
like a workshop.
Just saying, because it's like, for me, it's like I've seen it and I've researched the cases, because I need people to understand, like, comedy is something that we all can trauma bond over, low key. Like, that's the truth. We do that. So why are we giving our stuff so freely without putting our name on it, putting our stamp on it, owning it? Because as you look at Richard Pryor, can't nobody take Richard Pryor's stuff from his family, because guess what? He made sure his paperwork was right. They
Yes.
didn't do no GoFundMe, no fish fry when it happened. Like, I'm just saying, like, his stuff is trademarked. You can't really, there's certain comedians who, you know, you gotta think about that. Like I said, the end. You always got to think about the end. Like, what's gonna happen to your children? You on these hitting these stages every single week, and you're not building for them. What are you really doing it for? You could do it for the love, but also do it for the business side. That's a I, I'm sorry. I'm in
No, no, girl. I'm a planner, and
Yeah.
you're talking, and things are going in my head. Like I already got it, honey. One on workshop, but we'll talk about all that later. um, you purchased a sponsor ticket for 7 Black Minutes.
Hmm.
And just to let everybody know what 7 Black Minutes is, it's a comedy show where 7 comedians do 7 minutes of blackety black content. Um, it's been a whirlwind success. All sold out shows. We've had some of the best comedians come through for this show. Um, the show, a lot of people are um interested in getting on that show. And it's so, with just being a producer, I'm backlogged on the comedians that need
Isn't
to.
that a good feeling though?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Um, but I definitely curate these shows. I think long and hard about who I want on the show. I play the show out in my mind, with knowing these people's material, um, just to curate it to make it an amazing, super funny show. Because for me, it's about a vibe. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a whole bunch of negativity. I want people that's gonna come and work and entertain the crowd and be lighthearted and do their stuff and get out of there. Um, and it's just an amazing show. It stemmed from Black Think Tank with Anthony and Patrice.
Yep.
Patrice and I, we did a show, and it was with Haywood, Turnipseed, and Tracy, his beautiful wife. Um, and we had this segment called 3 Black Minutes, and we would bring on comedians, and they would do 3 minutes, and it was just like, but it was so funny. And once things opened back up, um, you know, we work a lot. All of us really work a lot, and it was difficult to still maintain Black Think Tank, because I don't think people realize how difficult it is to come up with a good show and content
Hmm.
and guest weekly. It is it is a lot.
Yeah, I was
And
doing it with my spotty Wi-Fi. I remember. Go ahead.
Chandra, I was gonna say that earlier. Look at you and your new Wi-Fi. Come on, new Wi-Fi. Yes, we're going
Yeah,
digital.
it's
Yo, I was gonna say something about that earlier. It is all crisp and clear. Honey,
yeah,
before you was like, I am Chandra Gore.
yeah.
Bang, 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 bang.
That was me. Lord.
Yo. But I love 7 Black Minutes. It's at Bus Boys and Poets on 14th and V. Shout out to Bus Boys and Poets, an amazing space. And it's also the space that provides that kind of atmosphere with all the Black people on the walls. And just, Bus Boys and Poets is actually based off of Langston Hughes, who, of course, is an author and a poet, who was also a busboy. Um, so I love the show. It's an amazing show. This year, this month, it is the day after Christmas. So it's
Ooh.
the 26th, on that Sunday. we're gonna do with the show. We do a Black trivia game show. So we pull people from the audience. And now let me tell you, the last show I was kind of disappointed because the questions were really easy. I felt like, honey, it was so sad because the people didn't know like the answers. Like, I
Mm-mm.
feel like I asked who invented like the gas mask or the traffic light or something like that.
Ain't that Garrett? What is his
Yes,
name?
Garrett Morgan.
Okay, because I was about to say the comedian, but I'm I had to catch myself.
And
Stand
people were
there.
legit stumped. Like,
Where is their history? Oh, they
I
must have
don't
went to one of them schools. Okay.
well, it's my job to to bring this history back because so we have the Black History Game Show, and since it's well the Halloween show, we had a costume contest, and I kind of broke it down like a ball where I brought everybody on stage and they had to judge like give me one, give me one, give me one. It was bananas and people really enjoyed it. So I'm thinking about well, I'm not thinking about, I'm going to do it. It's Christmas. Everybody got their Christmas outfits that they wore into the living room or they
Yes.
ones that they just got and they haven't had an opportunity to wear.
Somebody gonna see it.
So I'm doing a contest, best Christmas outfit. When the winner wins $50, and the crowd will judge to see who is the winner.
Oh,
Um, so that, and then we have like an amazing lineup.
I,
Like, first of all, the iconic, legendary
Tony
Tony
Wood.
Wood, who I love so much. Um,
Man, I had to break it down to these children in here. Say, stop! Y'all need to understand. Y'all know y'all history, and I'm in here explaining it because
and also Tony, there's something about the way he mentors, but it's not like sit down, let me have a talk with you. You
he's
know
a
what I'm saying?
Virgo. We
Like,
different.
it's I love the way he mentors. I love the way he embraces, new comedians. I often see him at Sean. No, what's his name? That does Nottingham's Philip Valdez and Sean. Um, Dang, I can't. Why am I drawing a blank? When Sean and Philip run Nottingham, and I often see Tony out there, working with the new comedians, giving them advice, and and he's definitely giving me advice, and
Man,
he is like amazing. So I'm honored to even have him on the show. And then we have some killers, legendary Ray Diva out of
hello,
Baltimore. We got Alex Starr.
the MVP,
Let me
MVP,
tell you.
MVP.
Alex been doing this since he was like 15, and he was around the killers back in
He
the day. Like
he
he's
is
been through the
different.
trenches.
He's
Yeah,
different, but he's like, and I will say this, and I will always tell, I like the talent that he had. He's one of those like he's a star, and he doesn't even. It's like people haven't even scratched the surface of
he's
knowing
a
the different.
savant. He's really a
Yeah,
comedy savant. And
his
I really cannot wait until it all comes full circle for him. Because he's a man. He actually gave me my start. So he
my.
put me on when I first came out. So and as he does a cornucopia of other comedians.
I mean, he. This is that my firehouse, my fire station one. He's
Legendary
the
fire
reason.
station.
He's the reason why I actually got up there and did it like I hadn't been on since 2005, something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, I could. And he listen, he pushed,
He pushes. He
and
does.
I ain't even mad at it because it's like you tap into something, and he sees something in somebody. He pushes you. So
Definitely. We got Tony Woods, Ray Diva, Alex Starr, my homeboy Josh DeWay, who was out of Philly. Me and Patrice met
oh,
him at the Six City Comedy Festival. Another killer. Who else we got on the show? Josh. Oh, another killer, Bria Bideau, who I've
oh,
known for years, and she is bringing that new fire. She was also at the Six City Comedy Festival in Cleveland. And we just did a show, shout out to T Mooney in Baltimore, and she just completely killed. Um, And yeah, and then last but not least, the amazing Liz Barlow.
Oh, I
Uh,
love her.
oh my God. I love I love Elizabeth. She
She
is
did. She was on my show when I was doing it at Alley Cat, and I like seeing people come after me and do these venues. Never mind.
yo, I'm telling you, you stupid, you stupid. Yes, throw it, throw it, throw it.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, Liz Barlow's American. It's
she's bomb.
yes, the lineup is bananas. But I'm gonna do this for people who are watching and who also people who are going to watch this later. Chandra purchased a promo ticket for someone. So what you have to do to get the ticket, you have to go to my page, get the flyer, and
Hmm.
share the 7 Black Minutes post.
Hmm.
Also tag me and tag Chandra Gore Consulting. So first of all, let's rewind. First of all, if you haven't followed her page, you need to go to Chandra Gore Consulting on Facebook. You need to follow that page, like, and you better have already liked my page.
You better had.
So with that being said, then you go share the 7 Black Minutes post, tag me, tag Chandra, and the ticket is yours. And I'll make an announcement. I'll actually do a post about it.
Hmm.
Um, and so we're doing early bird tickets. They're only $15 until December the 1st, until Wednesday. So you have until Wednesday to get your early bird tickets because I'm sure those will sell out quickly. And it's on Eventbrite, and it's
It's
gonna be
easy.
amazing. And Chandra, I appreciate you. You always support me. I love you down. Um, for everybody who has questions about their businesses, hit up Chandra. Now, I'm sure she'll give you a little blind, blind, blind. Okay, yeah, and then but make sure you look out for that invoice. Let's not play these financial games where you think you're going to get something from nothing. That does not work in the real world. We all
Mhm.
know that our gifts will make room for us. That is her gift. Comedy is my gift. And you will pay us accordingly. Uh,
We know our worth.
yeah, and just like you should know your worth, at what you do. But yeah, definitely because she's the bomb.
Thank
So you
you.
definitely need to reach out to her with your business woes. If you're having public relations issues, if you just want to like get out there more and wondering what to do, where should I start? You should definitely go hit up Chandra Gore Consulting. Um, and yeah, so share 7 Black Minutes post after you go like Chandra Gore Consulting, their page, tag me and Chandra in the post, and the free 7 Black Minutes ticket is yours. Um, so yeah, Chandra, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just I want people to stay true and keep doing them. Don't pay attention to what I'm saying, what they and them over there have to say because they don't matter. Like I think we need to keep pushing that because I see a lot of people like, well, such and such, damn such and such. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, focus on that, and you'll go far. You'll get further than you are. So I will always stand true to that. So
Well, Chandra, thank you for this morning cereal. This
you're
cereal was
welcome.
good. It was still crispy. All the milk we poured in it, but not the milk from your macaroni and cheese though, because you forgot to put that in there.
Listen, mac and cheese can be crunchy sometimes. Shoot.
No. Maybe we should have added my potato salad to your macaroni and cheese.
There we
Cause
go.
yo, look, Chandra, I love you so much.
Love
Thank
you.
you so much for hopping on. Thank everybody for tuning in. Kevin, Tracy, I love y'all. Alexis, I appreciate it. And make sure y'all go actually like the page 7 Black Minutes. So if you haven't liked that, you
Mhm.
should definitely go like that page because we have some great things coming in store. I am Anthony Oakes Comedian. You can find me on all social media platforms, or you can go to my website, AnthonyOakesComedian.com. Chandra, where can they find you?
You can find me at chandragoreconsulting.com, on Instagram, Chandra Gore Consulting. I actually finally got a page for my business. And And like I have Seagore Consults, which is my brand, and then my personal brand is Conversations with Chan. So y'all will find it. Go to the website and to take you from there.
Chandra, again, thank you. Happy holidays. I love
Happy
you. And
holidays.
the cereal was good. And we will
Yes, it
talk to you
was.
later. All right. Bye, Facebook and YouTube.
Bye, y'all.